Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2023 and another part of the Williams Road to Glory career mode. Today we are back with the Belgian Grand Prix. It's of course a sprint race as well. Really exciting to see what's going to happen here. Alex Albon managed to win the sprint race here last year, so we've got good form. Hopefully we can continue our decent form so far this season. We are in a precarious position with our money. I splashed out big last time out on the facilities, so we are going to have to be a little bit careful with that, repairing the car. We've had to actually emergency purchase a couple of side pods because we'd ran out of those components and went up very, very close to the Belgian race. So yeah, you know, it's not ideal, the situation we're in. We're still very much within cost cap territory. Hopefully everything will be all right, but without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action. Thank you very much for the support on the series so far. Really do appreciate it, so thank you very much for all of your comments, all of that good stuff. Right, yeah, so we can have a look. We have got 11 million outgoing. We've still got 43 million left in the cost cap, so we've got about 32 million pounds left to spend this season, as far as I can work out, so that's absolutely fine. We have had the we've had this from Christian Mansell. I think that's definitely somebody to think about. He's had two messages now about that. Oliver Behrman won the F2 race. Jack Crawford and Isaac Hajar. F3 podium. Tommy Smith, Chow Collet and Roberto Faria were there. Let's just see how Sophia's doing. Obviously she's coming to join us next season. She finished in 18th place. She's going to be our reserve driver next season. I'm really excited to see how she gets on in practice sessions next year, and if we can develop her up and maybe one day give her a race seat. But anyway, we have had the sporting changes come through, and it was 5-5. Ferrari, Red Bull, Haas, AlphaTauri and Aston Martin all voting against giving us extra engine parts, but we are going to have a bigger limit next season, which I think should help us to avoid penalties. And I think, you know, all of the grid would rather do that and not have to endure starting from the back of the grid so often, and the sheer expense of these new parts as well. I think that's going to be a welcome change next season, the FIA voting in favour of that. Okay, let's continue on then. Pit crew are exhausted, bless their cotton socks, and they are making quite a few mistakes at the moment, so we might need to give them a nice long rest over the summer. We've got that championship in the bag now, so let's maybe think about slowing down our pit stop a little bit and making sure we're more consistent with it going forward. They want us to reach Q3. I think that should be achievable. In terms of finish position, both drivers finishing in the top 12. That all looks good to me. If we have a little look at the warehouse, you can see we've not got many of these side pods. We have got some in manufacturing right now. Everything else is looking fine. In terms of development, we have got our new front wing design that will be ready over the summer break. We've got some research coming in as well. So, you know, I think we are in a good place looking ahead to next year. But we've got the first step before the summer break, and that is the Belgian Grand Prix. So let's get into it. Here we go.
This weekend, we're in Belgium, in the picturesque province of Liège. Halfway through the season, it's too early to call the championship. Can teams make good before the summer break, or will they be hoping for a reset? This circuit was built in 1921, and even though its length was halved in 1979, the Belgian Grand Prix is still one of the longest, fastest, and most magical races on the F1 calendar.
This time, teams have two races to contend with, as a sprint race will decide the starting order for the weekend's Grand Prix.
Now let's crack on with the weekend.
Okay, right. Really looking forward to getting into this weekend. Once again, no rain in Belgium. That'll do us good. Let's get ourselves into qualifying and see how we get on. Okay, here we are then, ready for qualifying. It was an okay practice session. Hopefully we'll manage to get ourselves through quite easily, I assume. Got the fresh parts in the car. Decent setup success, or satisfaction, I should say. So let's get straight into Q1, and we will send Ocon straight out there. We'll see how he gets on. And Tsunoda can follow him along. And hopefully they won't get too messed up by the traffic. 141.8 for Ocon. And Tsunoda 141.7. Oh, well, Zhou Guan Yu's gone quicker than that, so already, yeah, that's showing that we were definitely affected by the traffic there. So we'll have to pick a good place to come out. I think now might be a good time. We'll see where we end up. Right. Yeah, just need to hope there's no traffic. So here they come then, and yep, it should be a very little traffic lap here. Obviously Perez and Sainz are there. Ocon currently quickest in that first sector. It's amazing, actually, the difference that you've got. Oh, but now he's going to be stuck behind these guys. Get out of the way, Ferrari. That's not good. Let's see what the difference is. 0.3 of a second just because of those couple of corners. Now coming up towards Blanchimont. Yes, Tsunoda looks okay. Oh, again though. Ocon comes up towards a Ferrari. This is just ridiculous, isn't it? Traffic in this game. And there goes Ocon over the line. And he goes only 15. Tsunoda over the line, he goes 4th. But that's how much time Ocon lost.
Cool the car on the way in.
Now, need to hurry up. I'm going to have to put new tyres on the car. Ocon currently out of qualifying. Championship contender, potentially. I think Tsunoda's going to be alright, so we're going to leave Tsunoda in the pit lane. But Ocon, he needs to get out there pronto on his new set and just hope for the best. Hope that there's no traffic on his lap. It's going to be a real issue, I think. So here we go then with Esteban Ocon. We'll follow his progress through this lap. He's going to need a good lap here to get through. As
let's check a flag.
Charles Leclerc gets up into the top 3. Verstappen has gone quickest as well. Brand new tyres for Esteban Ocon coming through the first sector. It's a purple first sector. He's quickest of anybody through there. Stroll currently second in that Aston Martin, so we're following somebody that is pretty quick out there. Perez drops into the bottom 5. Porsche has crossed the line. He's not going to get any quicker. The two McLarens are the ones to watch. Ricciardo is currently 14th. What about Norris? Has Norris completed his lap? Or is this Norris ahead of us here? This could really ruin our lap. And we got some yellow flags there as well. Somebody's spun. Ocon coming through the middle sector. It is better. It is. Oops. What's happened there?
And here we've got a yellow flag.
It is better for him.
Yellow.
But still a 10th slower than what Tsunoda managed in that middle sector. Needs to keep this going, but there's more traffic. There's more traffic coming. Is Ocon going to be able to get past? Oh, what's he doing? That Alpine just went right in front of us. Now then, Ocon is coming round the final corner. Can he get himself into the top 15? Yes, he can. It's only 10th place, but wow. That was close. And he puts out Daniel Ricciardo. Both McLarens are out once again. Piastri slowest of anybody. Maldonado, not Maldonado. St. Maloney out along with Théo Pourchaire. But wow, we had pace in that session, but we only just managed to get through. Traffic, just a massive, massive problem for us. Right, into Q2 then. We're going to send Ocon out on scrubs. And we'll see what he manages here. Right, going to just send them out straight away. And hope they can do what we need them to do. Coming out, I think. Yep, we're going to be alright. So, this should hopefully be enough to get through anyway here. Lord, there's De Vries, and once again, we find them at this part of the track. And this has happened every single time. Yep, Nick De Vries took his time to get out of the way. It's just unbelievable. It really is. So frustrating. So Tsunoda's going to come round. We really want something in the 139s. Come over the line. It's a 139.9 for Tsunoda. A 140.1 for Esteban Ocon. I just don't think that's going to be quite enough. Somehow we're second and third. I don't know where that's come from. I'm assuming everybody's feeling the traffic. Obviously Verstappen down there, Russell out of qualifying at the moment. The two Mercedes struggling. But yeah, it's a tough situation. Right, I'm thinking now is a good time to get them out there. Yeah, Nick De Vries will catch us by the end of the lap, I think, which will scatter our drivers up a little bit. Right, here we go then. Esteban Ocon following Yuki Tsunoda. So Ocon on brand new tyres. Let's see what he can pull off here. Tsunoda generally quicker in the qualifying session so far, but coming up to Eau Rouge. Yeah, Ocon, that's his lap over. There's no point continuing that. Now, Tsunoda coming over. Is that going to be any improvement for him? No, it's not. So,
okay, check it.
Let's see what he manages in the middle sector. There's no traffic there. Ocon down to 6th now. Verstappen's out of qualifying. Championship leader, Max Verstappen, out in qualifying 2. We heard that one before. Russell's out of qualifying as well. And, well, Tsunoda, he's going to come round now. It is yellow flags here, but Tsunoda over the line, no improvement for him. But that's going to be the end of qualifying 2, and 2 big shocks going out in that session. Max Verstappen and George Russell. Let's get ourselves into Q3. Okay. Alright, Ocon can use the scrubs. Yeah, we've got plenty of soft tyres, but we are going to need them throughout the weekend.
2, 1, should be green.
Right, okay. Let's see where we end up here. It's hopefully going to be no traffic. And that's a perfect feeling, really. Are these going to be the first traffic-free laps of the weekend for these boys? What did Ocon manage in the middle sector? That's his best middle sector so far. Lovely to see. Not so good from Tsunoda though. And now coming around the final corner, Ocon gets up to the line. He's finally into the 139s. It's a 139.7. Tsunoda heads over the line, and it's a 140 flat.
Cool the car.
Gasly over the line. Where does he go? He goes P2. Magnussen is going to be next over the line. He goes 5th. What about Sainz? He goes pole. And Leclerc goes even quicker, 139.5. But Ocon currently P3. It's as if he's seen Max Verstappen's out of qualifying and he's gone, right, that is a massive opportunity. Which it is. It very much is. Tsunoda's going to head out first and we're going to try and get a bit of a tow going. I do think it could really benefit us. That's about the right distance. Now, Gasly could come and spoil it. Yeah, Gasly will spoil it. And Gasly will probably spoil our lap as well. But anyway, we'll follow Esteban Ocon. Can he put in a good enough lap time
This is the checkered flag.
for pole position here? Let's see. Yuki Tsunoda, not quicker. Ocon is. And by how much though? Well, not a lot. Not a lot. He needs 2.5 tenths. He's about half a tenth up at the moment. Coming through Pouon in his second flying lap. Tsunoda through the middle sector. That is better for him. It's better for Ocon as well. It's a tenth quicker there for him. Tsunoda's lost so much time in that first sector. He's not going to improve, so he's going to be starting 8th tomorrow. But here comes Esteban Ocon up to the line. What can he manage as he goes on with 39.6, and that's enough for 3rd. It's not quite enough to get into that top 2 with Stroll and Leclerc, but what a time it was. And he gets up onto the 2nd row of the grid for the sprint race tomorrow. Absolutely brilliant. So he'll start 3rd. Yuki Tsunoda will start 8th. It should be an exciting sprint race. Right. Let's simulate this. Okay, so Tsunoda was 4th and Ocon 7th, which is nice to see. So good race pace from the two of them. And let's get ourselves into the sprint race then. Here we go.
Well, the excitement levels continue to rise here as the teams prepare for the sprint. Well, we're going racing a little earlier this weekend, with the sprint now set to define the starting order for the Grand Prix itself.
Points go to the top finishers in the sprint, and with no mandatory pit stops, it's all about the racing on the track.
Well, teams will need to be clever. There's no time to relax. It's the sprint around Spa.
Okay, right. I think we are very much ready to go. Yeah, I think it's going to be soft tyres. And I assume most people will go softs as well. We will be aggressive within that as well. And that all looks good to me. Right. Do we... I don't think we do take a lap of fuel out. I think we'll see how it goes. And then maybe for the race we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited for this. Let's get ourselves into this Belgian Grand Prix, or Belgian sprint race, I should say.
15 long and challenging laps await the drivers in today's sprint here at Spa.
And once the lights go out here at Spa, the attention will shift to the first corner. a turn that has seen its fair share of dramatic incidents over the years.
Forget the scheduled pit stops today. It's all about racing. Here we are, the sprint around Spa-Francorchamps.
Here we go then, ready for the lights. Lights out, away we go. Very quick release of the lights, and it's Charles Leclerc off to a very good start. There goes Esteban Ocon trying to go around the outside of turn 1 here. Doesn't manage to make the move stick, but already shown intent on this first lap of the sprint race. Now, very important opportunity today. We do know that if he can get ahead of Max Verstappen, take some points out of him, and if Max Verstappen does get caught up in the traffic, it could be a massive turnaround for us. If we can win this Belgian Grand Prix going into the summer break, not so many points behind Max, it might just help us out. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, coming into this final corner, and straight away we are within DRS territory, and Lance Stroll is going to have DRS on Charles Leclerc. And here goes Yuki Tsunoda already having a look in Eau Rouge. Tsunoda looking good as Stroll tries to get past, but doesn't manage it. Somebody's got off. It's Nick de Vries who's locked up. Yeah, no safety car. I think everybody has gone soft tyres, which is interesting. We've saved quite a lot from qualifying. And Tsunoda right behind Kevin Magnussen should make the move into Blanchimont here. Oh, and it's going to be down the inside into the bus stop chicane. And he is through. That's a very nice manoeuvre. Anyway, let's see what Esteban Ocon has got up his sleeve here. DRS open. Lance Stroll once again trying to get past, but can't manage it. Right. And there goes K-Mag through. Quite easily in the end there. Yeah, let's zoom it forward a couple of laps. And Stroll, I think, has made the move there.
Do what you can to keep the tyres cool.
Yeah, copy that.
Yeah, but this is always the problem when there's two cars in front of you. You have to be really on it to pull off a move with the DRS. You have to be in the right place at the right time. Makes it incredibly difficult. But we're going to use a little bit of energy to try and make that a reality. There goes Stroll having a look at Leclerc, and the more they're battling, the better our chances are getting. And here we go. This could be the chance, because now we're going to possibly have a look at Charles Leclerc. Not quite, not managing it this time. But now, going to have a look round the outside of Rivage here. Oh, this is close. Now goes into no-name corner. Oh, and that's brilliant. That is brilliant from Esteban Ocon. He is through. And now we'll have a chance at Charles Leclerc. Tsunoda could do with getting away from Kevin Magnussen.
Use the overtake.
Okay.
No saving required.
Well, this is exactly what we needed. So Esteban Ocon is now
Yeah, copy.
going to push. He's going to use ERS to try and make a move quite quickly here. And then attack. So Ocon now leads this sprint race. Let's attack. Let's try and get more than a second in front. And if we can do that, as Porsche locks up. But if we can get more than a second in front, that would be absolutely massive. Well, what we have done is managed to lose Lance Stroll. Which I think is massive. So we've now got a 2-second gap on him. As Tsunoda still battling with Kevin Magnussen, closing in. Oh no, that was Perez actually. He's through on Perez. What a move that is for Tsunoda. And now just 2 places behind the podium. Yeah, Tsunoda is within that DRS range. He should be catching up to those 2. We'll keep an eye on Ocon, but we're pretty much at half race distance now, and well, Carlos Sainz certainly looking pretty racy out there. Right. Could become a very heated battle.
Okay, press and hold overtake.
Yep, Tsunoda through. Yeah, doing very, very well. And now is going to try and catch up to Carlos Sainz. Okay, time to zoom it forward a little. I'll tell you who is struggling to get past people. Max Verstappen. Now Tsunoda within DRS range of Carlos Sainz.
Increase, lift and coast.
Yeah, Ocon back through on Charles Leclerc. And just need to sort of look after the car a little bit until the time comes. Even gonna just look after the tyres, keep them going.
Excuse you, help me overtake.
Yeah, and that's a very, very good pace here. And he goes down the inside of Carlos Sainz, and I think this is going to be the moment for Yuki Tsunoda, and he is. He's through. Absolutely brilliant from him. He is through and up into 3rd place. And now we'll keep pushing on. Try and reach this top 2. We've only got 4 laps to go here. Tsunoda getting himself right into the battle for the sprint race victory. Well, let's keep going. Ocon still leading the way. 3 laps to go here. And Leclerc spun. Well, Leclerc has spun. And it was into Rivage just following too closely. Just lost the back end. Yeah, he's going to be furious about that. Because now it's a Williams 1-2. And actually, Tsunoda can just protect Ocon now. Gonna tell him not to fight his teammates, so don't pass him. Just stay with him. And, well, a perfectly executed strategy in this sprint race, and it's a very good sign for tomorrow's race. We're going to be starting 1 and 2 on the grid. Could even split the strategies a little bit just to try and keep them away from fighting each other. But yeah, the tyre temp's under control. The wear is under control. It's just going very nicely. I'm going to head into the final lap of this sprint race, and we're going to keep Ocon in front because of the championship. You know, this is a good amount of points we're making up on Max Verstappen. And here we go then. We might as well
Push on the tyres.
push for Esteban Ocon. See what he can produce. So he pulls away very nicely.
Back off now.
And here we come then. Esteban Ocon's going to come round the final corner and he's going to win the sprint race here in Belgium. And George Russell has made a move on Max Verstappen on the last lap there as well. So there we come, over the line. Tsunoda finishes second. Williams 1-2 here in Belgium.
P2.
And Max Verstappen comes over the line in 12th place. He's going to be starting in 12th tomorrow, outside of the points. That is huge for us and the championship.
It's Esteban Ocon who picks up the win in today's sprint.
And what a well-deserved P1 finish that was. Absolutely outstanding.
And you got to think, well, Charles Leclerc, he finished 6th in the end. You know, that's not good enough from him. He's going to be a big contender tomorrow, as is Carlos Sainz. But overall, Esteban Ocon gets the 8 points. That's what we needed him to do.
The teams are making their final preparations down in the pit lane, ahead of today's race.
Motor car racing didn't have the best of starts at Spa-Francorchamps. Only one driver registered for the very first car race back in 1921, so a motorbike race replaced it instead. Times have changed, and now Spa is a solid fixture on the F1 calendar.
Karun, as far as Williams are concerned, what's the mood in the garage been like this weekend?
To be honest, I think they'll be feeling great. The mood amongst the team has been very strong recently, and they'll be hoping to deliver again today.
Well, this may well be another Belgian Grand Prix for the ages, so stick around and find out how it all ends.
Okay, I think we are ready and raring to go here. Let's have a little think about strategies. We could one-stop it. Two-stop is definitely going to be slower. But then if you would attack, I don't know whether it would be. Yeah, it'll actually be 20 seconds quicker. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. So we're going to risk that with Ocon. We're going to one-stop it with Tsunoda, though. And maybe do it the other way around. So, let's see. Okay, that's pretty good. But yeah, trying to just do something a little bit different between the two drivers so that they're not at each other's throats all Grand Prix. I think that's a wise idea. It allows Tsunoda a little bit of license to push. But yeah, should be a good one. Let's get ourselves into the action. Here we go.
We've got 44 laps ahead of us here in Spa as we get ready for the Belgian Grand Prix. There's a chance for Esteban Ocon to show what he can do here.
They're on pole and it's well deserved. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do.
Here we go. It's time to go racing. Get ready. It's the Belgian Grand Prix.
Right, so Williams 1-2, and it's lights out. Away we go. And Esteban Ocon off the grid. Well, Yuki Tsunoda trying to hold off Carlos Sainz. It's an important move to stay ahead of Carlos Sainz here on the first lap. We're going to tell Tsunoda, don't fight your teammate. Let Ocon just pull away, because he's going to need to for his strategy. But Carlos Sainz is following all of them. Then we've got Stroll, then Perez, then Leclerc down in P6. Gasly, Magnussen, Bottas, Russell, then Albon, and then there's the championship leader, Max Verstappen at the moment. But if we have a look at what would happen if we were to finish like this, then Ocon would close to within 8 points of Max Verstappen going into the summer break. That would be quite incredible, wouldn't it? And it would be championship very much back on, and maybe change our approach of what we're going to do over the summer break. Do we develop this year's car more than next year's and look at it that way? But yes, Esteban Ocon leading the way and trying to get within or more than a second ahead of Yuki Tsunoda at the moment. I'm going to pop them onto ERS Battle Assist as well.
You will have energy when you need it.
Yeah, complete.
Let's zoom it through and see what they can manage here. Obviously no DRS after one lap here. It's 2 laps in the Grand Prix. But yeah, I'm imagining that after the first couple of laps, Ocon really should start to pull away from everybody. I'm actually going to reduce Tsunoda down now. Oh, he's under pressure from Carlos Sainz. Didn't want that. And that allows Carlos Sainz to get in front. And I said he would be a big player today. I still think he will be. Wow, there's Sainz having a look at Ocon. What has happened there? He came from a long way back. Let's have a look at this again.
Now we're watching Carlos Sainz here. There's the opening.
Yeah, he just goes flying down the inside. Good move. Yeah, our boys are just falling down the order a little bit here. Now, I'm imagining that Ocon will be able to repass Carlos Sainz here. On these soft tyres. Now remember, Yuki Tsunoda is going for the one stopper here rather than 2. Yeah, Ocon actually struggling to stay within a second of Carlos Sainz. It's definitely not going the way we expected it to so far. Perhaps use a little bit of ERS just to start closing in a bit. Sonoda, meanwhile, holding off Sergio Perez at the moment, and now Carlos Sainz starting to struggle in terms of pace. Soft tyres seem to have come back into fashion a little bit here. Well, Perez has overtaken Sonoda now. So Sonoda struggling. Oof. Well, that was nearly the big moment. Another lap pass. Try and get him here out of the final corner. So here we go. There, it's open. No. Again, now this could be the chance in Eau Rouge. Oh, they're side by side. O'Bradion. And now, onto the Kemmel Straight. Oh, DRS. And yes, Ocon is going to take the lead once again in this Belgian Grand Prix, unless Sainz holds it in there, which he did. He tried to, but Ocon is through.
Awesome.
Good job. Currently P1.
Now let's see what he can do with ERS enabled. Deploying himself away. DRS is just so powerful around here. It's allowing Sainz to stay close.
There's a yellow flag now.
That's Kevin Magnussen. That's made a mistake there. He'll be disappointed about that.
Okay, what's going on?
We need to stand by.
Okay, so Ocon's now got damage to his ERS. And that could allow Sainz back into this. Yeah. It's actually doing such a good job here of building a gap. To the guys behind. Sonoda doing a good job of just staying within the mid pack, if you like. Knock on now within pit stop window territory. Now this is where it could all go pear-shaped. For Ocon. We'll attack these tyres as much as we can. Okay, we'll get him in this lap then. So here he comes. Esteban Ocon into the pits.
Copy that.
Let's see what he can manage. Well, let's give Sonoda a little bit of deployment. There's no need for him to just look after that the whole race. Here we go then with Ocon. Needs to be a good pit stop, and it is a good pit stop. He's away.
Watch the pit exit line.
It's going to be ahead of Bottas. Yes, that's good. That's actually pretty good for Ocon. Just needs to stay ahead of the Alpine of Piastri. He's in 9th place. He's going to have new tyres to use and abuse. And set some real good times here. That's the plan anyway. Should be able to pull away from Piastri quite quickly. And catch up to George Russell. Yep, already took a second out of George Russell over the last couple of laps.
Do everything you can, mate.
Copy.
Okay, right, this has got to be... This has got to be the moment. Oh, well, there was a little incident there. That actually come to a complete stop. Now, using some ERS here to catch up to Russell. ERS open. This is where we need to be. Passing them quickly. And yep, he's going to have a go into poo on here. Oh, what a... Oh, that would have been an awesome move, but that was a bit naughty from George Russell. Right. Come on, got to get past this Alpine of Gasly. Yeah, this is not good. Oh, and he's still not passed.
We're at the bottom of the pack, no more energy.
Copy.
Right. Yep, goes down the inside. Beautifully done. Right, up to 7th now. Verstappen is next. Championship leader, of course. It's actually not too far behind Tsunoda here. And Carlos Sainz isn't actually too far in the distance. As there goes Lance Stroll into the pit lane. Yeah, it's just so tough. We need to get past Max Verstappen pretty quick here. He was going to think about going around the outside. He probably knows better than to do that with Max Verstappen, because he'll be pushed off the track.
Get the tyres down now.
But this is the chance, and yep, he's going to go around the outside of Blanchimont now. And that is perfectly done. Very good move.
The window is open. Copy.
Now. No, just can't quite get past. Oh, Leclerc. Yep, I would suggest now's the time to be aggressive with Tsunoda. No one, well. Yeah, just going to tell him not to forget about Ocon. But yeah, Ocon managed to make it through there quite nicely. And there goes Tsunoda through on Kevin Magnussen. Oh, sorry, Sergio Perez. Or should have been. How's he not through now? I don't know. Right, Sainz is into the pits. Now we can tell.
No one back. Copy.
Tsunoda not to fight Ocon. Let him through. Okay. Right, Tsunoda is going to come in this lap. He's going to put on the soft tyres until the end of the race.
This lap.
Alright.
Copy.
Ocon still absolutely going for it here. So Tsunoda's coming in. Don't think Leclerc has pitted yet. Ocon puts in fastest lap of the race. Wow, Tsunoda, 6-second pit stop. Comes out ahead of Gasly, but behind Piastri and Perez and Stroll. That's not great now. Ocon. Still got about 6 laps on these tyres. Yeah, those guys behind still on very slow mediums. So Russell into the pits. Yeah, Tsunoda probably in a bit of trouble here. Ocon now got a good 5-second lead over Max Verstappen. In second place, Verstappen's in. Pits before his teammate. So he'll get a bit of an undercut here. There's 15 laps to go.
They're at the peak now.
Copy that.
Yeah, I would suggest another couple of laps at this pace. Oh no, we don't. Oh, we don't have new soft tyres. That's a bit of an oversight on my behalf, isn't it? Do we maybe leave it one more lap then? Because he's still lapping quicker than Sainz at the moment. Give it one more lap. And we'll see where he comes out here. I'm expecting probably in front of Charles Leclerc. But we shall see. Right, Ocon in. Yeah, very good pit stop from Ocon. He's back out in front of Max Verstappen. Needed that. That's huge. And now he has got 4 drivers to overtake for the race victory. He's got 10 seconds to make up on Carlos Sainz. He's got 20% extra tyre if you like. He's in a very good place. Right, Tsunoda can now push on. We've got yellow flags. And there's a crash.
Crash ahead.
And it was Valtteri Bottas. I think we're all good though, but Max Verstappen now is into the running of this race. And somehow he might even win this. And there goes Max Verstappen trying it on with Ocon, and well, Ocon actually doesn't have that much better tyres than Max Verstappen, so Verstappen very much in this. He's very much in it. Right, Russell and Stroll should be easy to overtake. Let's see if we can manage it. Ten laps to go. Big moments. Big moments. Right. Russell. DRS open. No, that's not quite happening. Oh, this could be a chance. Oh, he almost went down the inside. Here he goes. Oh, come on, needs. This inside line goes down the inside of George Russell. He's going to run out of time to win this race if he's not careful. That's Lance Stroll. Can we go down the inside of Stroll here? No, not quite. Going to have DRS on him. And then it's 8 seconds still that we have to pull out on Carlos Sainz, whose tyres are still pretty good. Right, DRS open. The moment's got to be now. The moment has to be now. The moment is now. Down the inside he goes. Right, Ocon now back up into third position. Verstappen has to make the same moves. But it's not quite working out for him just yet. Now, Tsunoda down in 9th. That's not good for him. It's not worked out for Yuki Tsunoda and his supporters. Many, many supporters. Right. Well, Ocon's got to stay in front of Stroll. Does manage to do that. He's not far away from Perez now. We've got yellow flags, and that was Russell running wide. That's allowed Max Verstappen up into 5th place now. And I think that's going to be Max up into 4th very, very shortly. So we're not going to have massive point gains on him, but we should have some.
Check the DRS.
Copy.
Now, the big issue is going to be if we need to conserve come the end of this race. Ocon right behind Perez now. Needs to make the move. Come on, what's he doing? Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, he's passed. He's passed, that's good. Where did he do it? Let's have a look.
What happened? Now we're watching Esteban Ocon here.
Did it into Rivage. Very good. Now let's just use the ERS, I would suggest. Let's get him close to Carlos Sainz. Yep, Sainz's tyres and surely not going to be good come the end. Yeah, what are we looking at now? 2.5 seconds. It could be a last lap overtake. For not the first time this season. Right, all out attack it is. I'm going to have one lap to go here. I don't think we're going to have enough. We're still 2.5 behind. Carlos Sainz starts the final lap of the race in the lead.
Low fuel, so be mindful of that.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah, we tried to be attacking with Ocon. Where it fell down was struggling to get past some of the midfield runners. Yeah, I think Ocon's going to have to conserve now to make sure he gets to the end, gets these 18 points. He's really closing in, but it's not going to be enough. And he needs one more lap, really. One more lap and he would have done it. Carlos Sainz comes over the line. He wins the Belgian Grand Prix. Ocon finishes second, just about with enough fuel.
And Sainz crosses the line first. He's taken the
Here
win.
comes Tsunoda. He comes over the line in 8th place. He'll be disappointed, but you know, fought well. But yeah, Esteban Ocon, I would say that's 7 points lost rather than 18 points gained. Max Verstappen, he always manages to come out with a positive result, doesn't he? Started this race in 12th position, finishes in 4th, and only 5 seconds off the victory. It's quite unbelievable. Leclerc finishes 5th. Tsunoda finishes 8th. Those are the notable ones. But yeah, it's a real disappointment for Esteban Ocon. He really could have been the one.
Now that's an excellent drive today from Esteban Ocon.
That's a well-earned result. From the factory and on the pit wall, that's a podium for the whole team.
That makes it all worth it, doesn't it? Seeing your team ready to share the celebrations. And there's no denying that the Frenchman deserves this result. He was absolutely brilliant.
I can't believe we're seeing a 9th podium of the season. Just incredible consistency.
And there you have it. A smiley podium lineup at the Belgian Grand Prix. Now, Karun, no doubt there'll be a lot for the teams to process after that race, but how do you think the Williams team are feeling?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
And that is that for this weekend's F1 action here in Belgium.
For the next round, Formula One won't be straying too far. We'll be heading to the dunes of Zandvoort and the lightning speed of the Dutch Grand Prix.
Okay, right. Well, I think you know, I think we'll have to take it, but you know, that was I suppose a slight disappointment because now we're still 27 points behind Max Verstappen. We could have been just 8 points behind had Verstappen not scored. We could, if we had those 7 points added, we could have been just 20 points behind. Look, just a bit of a different perspective, isn't it? But hey, it is what it is. Max Verstappen leads going into the summer break. Esteban on 27 points behind in the championship. Yuki Tsunoda drops down to 7th in the championship after Carlos Sainz's victory. Into the constructors then, Red Bull still leading the way by a long shot over our Williams team. And, you know, thinking ahead to next season, do we need somebody to come in and, you know, be consistently just behind Ocon on track, because to be fair, Tsunoda hasn't been that as good as consistent as Tsunoda has been. He's not necessarily been bringing it right back behind Esteban Ocon, so that's something to think about. Once again, we are dominating the pit stop championship, so we'll have to think about that going forward. But yeah, very positive weekend overall. Ocon, best driver this weekend, and a shame that he didn't come out with a victory. But a nice 4.6 million made there. Yeah, we are very, very happy with our board confidence. We've had an extra 1.5 million added into the mix, and it is, of course, the summer break. So we have a decent amount of time now to push forward towards next season. Maybe think about the research, think about the development for the rest of this season. But that's going to be exciting, and that's going to be for the next episode. So if you have enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.